Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday. My name is Rochelle Richard, and for those who may be new to my channel here at Empowerment Experiences, we are looking for and finding our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey. And for those of us on a twin flame journey, well, a twin flame journey is very much a self-love empowerment journey on steroids. Yes, indeed. With that, I'm ready to just dive right in, shall we? It's been interesting lately. And I can definitely see and feel and recognize for sure that we are all in spaces and places that we've not yet been. We are in new. We are in the new, Goddess. So don't bring the old with you. That's the biggest thing that stops the new beginning with your counterpart, is continuing to hold on to the old story, even the story as it is currently of being in separation. This is why I say the illusion of separation. Because that same illusion of separation is within ourselves. That illusion of separation from our own power. It blows my mind to hear of individuals who have witnessed the law of attraction to then go back and say, but I don't believe in it. It's wild. Yet that's what the ego does. The ego wants to separate you from your power. Because that power of you, well, you're not supposed to fit in. Twin flames are a concept that, for mainstream, they don't get it. But for you and I, we've been on the other side of being able to experience it and know it and recognize it and live it. We know what is true for us. You know what is true for you. So don't bring the old stories. Let go of the doubt. Because this is your journey, Goddess. This is your twin flame connection. This is your divine masculine that nobody else can tell you who that is. That's what we do here. It's about you finding your power in your knowing about your connection. Anytime you have doubt, that becomes your point of attraction. And so you will attract more opportunities, this shadow space, more experiences to help you become aware that this is here, being presented to you, to see, to understand, to extract from it the lesson, and then integrate that lesson. That's what we are doing as light workers, as star seeds, as twin flames. Every layer, every facet of this self-love empowerment journey is so that we each and every one can take back our power and stand in the divinity that we each are, that's been bestowed upon us. This I know it can be challenging to face your shadow, to see how you have been the one that has been pushing away what you desire. The ego will create the illusion that everything is good, you've got it all figured out. That yeah, sure, you're doing everything. But there's this other side of the not doing. You're not doing anything. You're actually undoing. You're letting go. You're letting go of that grip on these old stories, these ways of being that block the love that you desire, block the abundance that you desire, block the experiences that you desire, block all that you desire, because you're feeling the limitations, the darkness, the fear. And that is why you've got to move. That is something I notice so clearly, Goddess, is when I think that I just want to watch a movie, or, especially it's very easy to want to lay around here and there because of my pretty kitty girl. She's a really good cuddler. But then you reach a point where that energy, it's just stagnant, and you've got to move. You get stuck in a cycle of thoughts and energetic way of being, especially if you're watching other things. You're watching videos of stuff. It's going to have an effect on you. So you've got to purge all that out. Because even I have to check myself and say, would you be playing on your phone? Or would you be present with your counterpart? Just be. I'm excited to do some journaling. Finish the 17-day self-love empowerment challenge myself. And we are going to, in essence, relaunch that puppy together. And really, really cultivate that trust in this journey, that trust in each our own selves. That's what the Divine Feminine is being asked to do, is trust that she has the power within herself to face whatever shadow is hiding, is lurking in that darkness, lurking in that hidden space within you. That is now no longer hidden. I feel that I must say that there are times when our egos want to sort through, make sense of, label, organize what's happening. The thoughts, the emotions, the sensations, to give name to that which perhaps isn't a name to be had. Those are the times, those are the moments, Goddess, I assure you, having had a headache over the weekend myself, and recognizing why, how it came to be. I see. And then allowing for it to have been, and recognizing that the solution to shifting that wasn't really dancing, it was meditating. It shifted my energetic state of being, and it was a meditation in the sense of stretching, sitting on the floor. I had my roller, and I had some amazing meditative frequency music on that allowed me to just focus on my breathing and to clear my thoughts so that I had nothing in my mind. And I was just feeling the stretching, the release, the relief in my body. Trust yourself on this adventure that you are on. Trust that you are supported on this adventure. Trust that as you are being led through this new space where you find yourself, Goddess, where you're just in a state of taking it in. Don't pass judgment. Just take it in. You chose this experience here. You, your counterpart, both individually and together, and of course collectively, and they're 1141, which is to be in the frequency of love. And in order to be, we have to get out of our minds. We have to drop down into our heart and soul space, into our bodies. This is why dancing, stretching, and I'm talking like slow, just feeling, As someone who works out at the gym, I'm here to tell you, and plus I have, still I'm working through chiropractic challenges and such, pillow issues, all sorts of fun stuff. Working through all of that, there is something so, dare I say, orgasmic about stretching through, stretching out and through and in, and oh my God, tight muscles, I'm telling you. When you focus on your breathing, you take that time to go inward, to feel inside you, to connect with yourself. Because this adventure is yours. Therefore, you know the direction to go. You know the next step to take, the next choice to make. You know, Goddess. Trust it. Trust it. Let's take a breath. Yes, take a breath. Take a breath as we reach out to the second deck I like to use, which is Work Your Light, Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Because we are in the age of light. This is why we're here. Goddess is to shine each our own unique divine lights, to be an example of what it is to truly love each our own self. Have I been perfect at it? Oh, heavens no. There has been so much healing, so much triggering and traumas and such deep Yet the deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Khalil Gibran. You have been training for this life, for lifetimes, for this moment in time, this very shift, this chaos that is this world. Because when you have control over your inner world and you've created an inner world of peace, you've calmed your shadow, you're befriending your ego, you're recognizing that it did the best it could with what information it was given, with its ultimate intention always to have been to protect you. It's all it ever wanted to do was protect you. It may not have done so in a very kind or loving way, but when it wasn't taught true unconditional love, how could it know? So we continue each passing day on this adventure of befriending ourselves, of really truly embracing all that we are and integrating all that has been that which has created the shadow within us, the ego that is us. Or so it thinks. Because we are soul beings having a temporary human experience, which means we are not our egos, goddess. The ego you have at this point in time, in this lifetime, is for this lifetime. It is not the one of past lifetimes. It is this one. But the soul. Thus, the reason for meditation and grounding into your body and feeling that which you are and allowing yourself to receive the love and allow yourself to feel the love that is all around you. I know my ego has worked overtime these last, 2 years of dreams being shattered, and oh my goodness, it's been a wild ride, hasn't it? My ego has worked overtime to really stuff me back into a box. And I see it. I know that I could be in such an amazing place right now, but I have been processing through, and I mean in my business and in terms of growth, but there's been so much learning. That whole 6 months of that other business idea that was that took up a lot of energy and time away from this. Yeah. All right, guess we weren't supposed to have those. This is why we do this work, though, is the shadow work is right, to be able to look at what choices we have made, what the lessons were that were presented. I mean, am I truly upset with myself? Yes and no, I say. Which means deeper acceptance of that which the challenge was, and a greater understanding and awareness of what the lessons were. because that's why we really get triggered, is we're coming from the emotional space. And we've got to process through those emotions, or shall I say more clarifyingly, allow for the emotions to process within us. And we hold that space. We allow for these things to process through us. We allow for the thoughts to come through us. We allow for ourselves to see what we need to see within ourselves. Because all of that that's coming through is information that's showing us what we need to see in order to take those next steps, make those next choices. These triggers, all they are just blocks, or shall we say stepping stones to where you want to go, to where you want to be. And this includes if you are one who desires ultimate physical union with your divine masculine, then dear goddess, you definitely gotta be continuing to get out of your own way. And that again is that receiving. I keep seeing that, allowing yourself to receive. And it's again letting go of the stories, not bringing those into the new, being very, very aware of what you're thinking and speaking here forward. Because yes, you are creating your reality. Contrary to what so many want to claim, we are. You can watch it happen in your life, in my life, all around us. The story we tell is the reality we live. It is wild to watch it, but that just shows how much power we have. And when we can recognize the power of love over fear, of the light over the darkness, and we recognize that we must allow ourselves to shine as brightly and love as deeply as we have come to do in this world. Alrighty. Oof. Wow, there. How are you being called to step up and lead? You are, even I can recognize for myself how I have held myself back a bit from really, well, we call them visibility blocks in my industry, where we kind of hide a little bit. We don't really put ourselves out there to the full extent that we could. We kind of pull back a little bit. Fear, right? Fear of being judged, fear of, censorship, as I've mentioned before. It's been wild, but we've been deep in this persecution and narcissism template, healing all of that. Right? And that means, again, we must break through these barriers and step into our roles as leaders, leading by example, showing that yes, what we think and believe is what we create and receive. We are creating our reality, and therefore we can change our reality. We can create something better by recognizing the words have power, and we give them power as well. We give them our power when we speak them, when we think them. Yeah. Let's see that 1141 real quick here. As I said, be in the frequency of love, L-O-V-E. 1141 is the time of transition for my Cleopatra Devi, one of my 4 spirit guides who incarnated as a litter of kittens. I kid you not. I've still got to write their story. It's a pretty mind-boggling, life-changing story. But yeah, 1141, and she was all about, I mean, it was her date that I stepped foot in India, her date of transition. January 14th, Arizona time. It was her anniversary date of transition. Because it was her guiding me the whole way in so many ways. Keep moving forward. You have all you need to achieve your goals and dreams. Believe in yourself. Align with your new life and beginnings. As I've said, we're in the new, so it feels different. You may be, goddess, this is what we say, new levels, new devils. Recognize that, yeah, you're in the new. That means that there's going to be new shadows you're going to find. A new level, it's going to feel different. Your healing is going to feel different. You're purging, you're processing, because you're in a different place. You're in a different level. Okay? Trust, though. Trust the process. Trust this soul adventure that you are on. Right? Just dance or again, meditate, stretch, go within, focus within. Never give up. Cultivate love and confidence towards yourself. Stand in your power of you. Well, there you go, goddess. Our divine feminine message, reading, transmission, whatever you desire to call it. Labels are labels are labels are labels. Labels are attachments. Oh. And the divine masculine asks for grace. And he asks of you the same for yourself. As we are all on this insanely, intensely excruciating healing twin flames journey. Grace. Give grace. Grace to yourself, and grace to others. Grace, of course, to your divine masculine. And that may be very well all or not. I was like, speak now or forever hold your peace now. Exactly. We are all in the midst of this purification process. He's been going through it too. In whatever way, shape, or form. Trust. Smack in the middle of this row here, goddess. It is the center point. Trust. This same polarity, purification, integration process. This is what we're going through. What we have been going through. What we continue to go through. Because this is what we grow through. We release that which has kept us confined, trapped, imprisoned, and we break free of this to where we can expand, we can grow, we can blossom. And it's definitely where the divine masculine's been as well. And continues to be, just like you and me, goddess. Because through all of this experience is the very thing that cultivates wisdom. This understanding that can only be obtained through experience. Wow. Yes. One more angel number, shall we? Oh my goodness, 111. And I have to confess, I have been seeing that number quite a bit more frequently. In fact, part of the signs, collection of signs for my divine masculine this last week. Wow, what a wild week. This was one of those on a license plate exactly right beside my car. It's been a wild adventure indeed, goddess, indeed. With that, thank you so much for joining me today, and for a more personalized, in-depth session with me, cards coaching with takeaway assignments, you better believe. You can book your session at iamempowered.as.me. That link is down below, along with any other guidance I can offer and support that will be listed as well. And I am here to remind you, goddess, that the power to create any reality you desire, it really truly is in your hands. You've just got to let yourself feel it, because that power has always been inside you. Just got to let yourself feel it. Namaste.